What's up, everybody on YouTube? If you're watching this in chronological order, I know it's been a minute since I did a video. That's because we've been doing everything with Black Friday lately, and it's officially Sunday. Black Friday is over. We had a great Black Friday. I hope some of you guys had a great Black Friday too as well. So I'm back on my videos, back on my tutorials, but this video today will be a different video. I've never seen a video like this on YouTube, and I've looked. Also, I just feel like a lot of my videos on YouTube are not like any other people's YouTube videos. Like I really actually go in depth on a lot of things. So I kind of want to keep that trend going, and that's what's going to go on with this video today. So in this video, I'm literally going to talk about all of the stuff that people don't talk about that comes with e-commerce success and e-commerce failures. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe, send to a friend, because I feel like I'm going to talk about a lot of detailed things that people don't talk about in this video, and you should share it with your friends and talk about it with amongst yourselves, especially if you have friends where y'all growing brands together. Y'all might help each other on one brand, or y'all both have your own brand. So I just want to give you an insight on what's going on the other side of success in e-commerce. So the first thing I just want to talk about is stuff that people never really go into deep in detail and talk about. And that first thing is like when you see somebody post a Shopify screenshot showing you how much money they made or something like that on Shopify, whether it be $10,000, $100,000, $1,000,000, I want you guys to understand all that money doesn't go to their pocket directly. Like if I showed you a $1,000,000 screenshot, all that money does not go into my pocket because there's shipping you got to pay for, there's the product you have to pay for. Hell, Shopify even take their fees out. So even before it goes to your bank account, Shopify is taking fees, and you can see that in your payout section on Shopify. See how many fees they're taking out before you even get it. I've paid Shopify a lot in fees this year alone, but it pays to play. So I really want to dive in on that because a lot of people feel like, oh, you did 100K month, that's 100K to you. And I'm like, I say it all the time. I tell this story all the time. I've seen where 100K break down to just simply $9,000. Like, just like by having low margins, having phantom costs, things that you didn't expect to pay for, just having like, you know what I'm saying, high shipping costs depending on the time of year. Like it's the holiday season, so shipping is higher than when it normally is, like during the summers and stuff like that. So it's rising costs with the e-commerce space. And since I've been in this space for 7 years, the cost is only getting higher and higher. So right now you got manufacturers where they used to charge $80 for a sample, they're charging $300 for a sample, $150 for a sample. I just had a manufacturer tell me, and this is a manufacturer that I've been working with for a long time. They just told me, they're like, yo, bro, we're not even doing samples no more. You got to put a 50% deposit in on the bulk, and then we'll make your sample. So I can't even pay them just to make the sample and test it out. I got to put 50% deposit down on the bulk, and then they'll make my sample. And they're a really good manufacturer, but that's really bad because, like, say if I want to change something, say if, like, I don't want to go bulk that item, I'm not even like, I just want to see what the sample is. That like really slows me down or any brand down because it's like now you're making a commitment to something that you might not even want. You know what I'm saying? And that's really crazy. That's really telling, and that's really hard to deal with, you know? So that's one thing that I really want to say, like sample costs are getting higher, bulk costs are getting higher, shipping costs are getting higher. So, and it's only going to stay up. It's not coming down, guys. Like it's only staying up. It might sustain for a while and be the same price for a while, then it go up again. But as far as it coming back down, I don't see it happening. And that's one thing a lot of people are not talking about right now, like the rising costs of things. And just to get even more deeper on like what's going on in the e-commerce space, like first, I said a lot of people are not making as much money as they're showing. But there's a lot of success to be made in this space, and I would love for everybody to even try it just once. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to deter anybody from being in this space. I just want to let people know like it's worth a shot, it's worth a try, but it's not as easy as it may seem. It's not as easy as some people make it seem. Like throw a picture on the ground, take the picture, throw it up, get an influencer in it, and you blow up. And I feel like a lot of brands that's following my page and watching my YouTubes are seeing that it's not that easy. And it is hard work. But I must say, it's worth the work. I'd rather you lock in on something like this type of skill, because there's so much you can learn in e-commerce. You can learn ads, you can learn creative, you can learn how to make reels, that's video editing, and you can take all these skills into other businesses. So like that's why I love this business, because I've learned so much doing it. I've learned so much locking in on it, and I'm very appreciative for these last 7 years. Like I was just telling somebody the other day, like I've only had one job. And like realistically, I had that job for a year and I've been doing this for 7 years. So it's like I've really been an entrepreneur longer than I ever had a job. And I like to thank God for that, because it's like I'm grateful, you know what I'm saying? I'm blessed, like, and stuff like that. But there is a dark side to that success. So the dark side to the success of like growing and grinding for all these years, and a lot of people don't really talk about it, but the more I run into a lot of successful people, I see they have this issue too as well. And it's just like the lack of friendship, the lack of community. Like the higher you go, is like the lonelier you get. And I don't know what that is about, but them people saying where it's lonely at the top is a real thing. Like even for me, like I be trying to have certain friends and talk about my success, and it seems like it's bragging and it's not. So it's like now that just put the friendship in a weird space. Or let's say you're just locked in on your craft and you working hard and you're just not in the group chat as much. You're not going out as much as your friends. Now they think you fake. You know what I'm saying? Because whereas they might have like a 9 to 5, when they get off at 5, like that's just it. You know what I'm saying? I had a girl that I was dating, and she used to get off at 5, and she'll text me, and she'll be like, damn, like, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, I'm still working. And she's like, it's 8 o'clock. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still working. She's like, and she couldn't understand that because she always had a job. So bring that to friendships. It's hard to make new friends in this space as is, because everybody's either clicked up, or everybody's either like, yo, I'm trying to keep everything a secret. I don't want you to know what I really got going on, because it looks good on the outside, but it doesn't look good on the inside, so they can't let you too close. So the higher you get in this space, or even you're like, I don't want to let nobody too close. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where a lot of people be like, oh, you live in Atlanta, everybody up there is linked up, they network. It's like, yeah, for an Instagram event, for an outing. But like people don't even know people's last names out here. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know people past their Instagram handle. So it's not real friendships. It's just convenient for the moment, convenient at the time. And it's like one thing I don't see a lot of people really talking about. I think it can be fixed. I feel like it's something that's been here for generations. Just like the loneliness is the higher you go, you know what I'm saying? Because like, especially when you're working at a high level for so long, it's hard to maintain relationships and work at the high level unless those relationships, y'all both high level workers and y'all have an understanding. So that's one thing I've noticed, like, is this very lonely. It gets very lonely, even when it gets into the dating scene. So for all my guys or girls that's in the e-commerce space, get you somebody before you blow up, because you're gonna blow up. I have faith in you. If you stay consistent, you keep on putting the effort and the work in, you're gonna blow up. But get you somebody before you blow up, man. Cause like the crazy thing is, like, even me for now, like every month we make like a middle class salary. Like a middle class salary is like anywhere between like what, like $40,000 to $60,000. So like every month make that easy. That's the minimum. You know what I'm saying? So like getting a girl, just making sure she's there for you, she love you, and not for your money. And most women are not here for money. I don't believe that at all. But it can be very convenient to stick with somebody if they, you know what I'm saying, are financially fit. Especially men. Like, a lot of men mooch too. Like, a lot of men like to put that on women, like, oh, women are moochers. But there's a lot of men that are bums out here. And they will mooch. They'll live off of a woman. Like, their girlfriend will be their proxy mother or something like that. So definitely get you somebody before you blow up, or they might be lit too. Get you somebody that's lit, but somebody that's lit might not have time for you or have their own baggage. So like dating in the e-commerce space is crazy. Like I tried to date a girl that had a brand. It didn't work out because like it's hard to turn off that, like to turn off like, yo, I like you, we like each other, you know what I'm saying? And I want to give her advice on her brand, and she might be doing some dumb stuff that I think is dumb, and she's like, this is smart. Or she might feel like I'm not helping her enough as much as I help other people or come on these YouTubes. Or the relationship just be me just helping her the whole time. Or like, and that gets annoying because like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I hate when I'm out and I'm like drunk, clearly drunk. I'm in the club and I get it. This might be the only time some people might meet me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really go out like that. Like, you don't see me at the streetwear events. You don't see me, like, I like to be at home. I'm a homebody. So somebody might catch me at the club. So somebody invite me out, they catch me at the club, and they're in my ear talking about their brand or something like that. And I hate that sometimes, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, and I'll sit there and talk about it because I love talking about e-commerce and clothes and how different ways to make things work and stuff like that. But those are the two things, not to get off topic, those are the two things. Like, the friendships and the relationships are really hard at this high level of success. It's really hard. And like not the last thing, but the next thing that I'm really going to go into, I'm just ranting right now, you know. If y'all want me to do more videos like this, go ahead, put them down below. If y'all want me to, in the comments, like, yo, Dre, keep doing videos like this. If y'all want me to just, like, do tutorial videos on Shopify and PostScripts and Klaviyo and stuff like that, just, like, stick to the tutorials, bro, and I'll stick to that. But I really want to give somebody that's growing right now, somebody that's, like, 18, 19, got their brand, they're pushing it, they're seeing some success. They're like, yo, if I stay with this thing's gonna grow. Like, the things that they don't tell you about. Like, for instance, like, for me, nobody told me about fake friends. Like, I had to learn that the hard way. I had to learn about opportunities through experience, both men and women. I had to learn that the hard way, and they're gonna be there. There's gonna be people that's only there transactionally. And that's fine, but you have to realize that up front, because especially like somebody like me, I have a so pure heart. Like, everything I do, I know is pure. Like, there's no malice. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could do me wrong, and I'll still want to help them because that's just how I am. That's how my grandmother raised me. You feel me? That's how I was raised. But in this world, is dog eat dog, especially in this e-commerce space. You know what I'm saying? So they're transactional. You just gonna have to learn how to become transactional too as well. Maybe that's bad advice. Somebody might say, hey, bro, stay pure. I don't know how to. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I don't know how to. Like, I literally don't. Like, it's really hard out here. And it's going into the next thing. Like, that's something you're going to have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Something you got to go beyond. So when you out there networking and somebody be like, they'll say no, they don't want to work with you till they see you lit. You feel me? It's within your ego to realize, like, yo, do I say no to this person because they said no when I was on my come up, or do I put my ego aside and focus on the business and still work with this person because I know they'll still help grow the business? And that's just something, that's a crossroads you're gonna meet a lot of times. You're gonna meet that crossroads a lot of times. Like, it happens to me almost on the weekly. You know, not gonna say the daily, almost on the weekly for sure. Close to the daily, where like I'm like, wow, now y'all want to work, you know. And the last thing, no matter what your money goal is out there, guys, no matter what that goal is, whether it's $1,000,000, excuse me, whether it's $1,000,000, $100,000, $500,000, $250,000, whatever it may be. And I learned this the hard way. And I'm learning this currently right now. I'm not going to say I learned it. I'm learning this currently right now. Whatever it may be, I swear, it's not going to make you any happier than, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be another number you want to acquire. And there's nothing wrong with that. But just don't become a person that's just chasing a bag and you're just on a constant hamster wheel that you just burn yourself out or crash out eventually. Because just know, it's very attainable. Whatever you want, you just have to keep on working towards it and putting a lot of effort in and staying consistent. That's literally the only cheat code. But just know, once you acquire that, the only reward for accomplishing a goal is more work. It's like, all right, what's next? You know what I'm saying? It's like waking up the next day, you're still on that high of accomplishing your goal, but it's just like, what's next? And if you don't set goals, and goals are actionable steps that you can track. A goal is not like, oh, I want to blow up on Instagram. That's not a goal. A goal is like, yo, let's say if you had 10,000 followers, or let's say you're at less. Let's say you had 100 followers, and you're like, yo, I want to get 10,000 Instagram followers. That's a goal because I could track it. Not, I want to blow up on Instagram because you can go viral, 1,000,000 views video and nobody follow you. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't get that many. Like, you just go up like 2,000 followers or whatever the case is. It happens. So make sure your goals are trackable. When you pass them, those milestones, you can see that. But just know those number goals, those money goals that you guys are after. And I know a lot of it's fine. The economy's fucked up. You need to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is, yes, you'll be happy, but for how long? The high doesn't last long. You know what I'm saying? And it's always another goal to accomplish. And there's nothing wrong with going after the next thing, but just understand, like, it's not. I'm me myself. I'm still trying to find the thing that make me whole. Like, I really enjoy creating something and like helping people grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody that sees it, the reason why I do these videos, like, I don't have no courses. I don't charge you guys for anything. These are free videos. YouTube is literally less than 1% of my income. The reason why I do these videos because I really want to help. Like, I've had people come up to me and tell me like, "Yo, bro, your advice changed my life. Yo, bro, that advice you gave me was the best advice. Yo, bro, you were straight to the point. Yo, bro, you're the real." And I'm like, yo, and that's what makes me feel whole. Not like the 100K drops, the 200K drops. Like, I'm still happy with them for sure, and I like to take that money and help my family. So that's real too. But it's just like, I just thought I would be way happier. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I really thought I would be way happier, and I'm not. You know, and that's not to say I'm not happy. I just thought I'd just be a different type of happiness, like from accomplishing those goals. And these are just the sides of like success that I've seen. Hopefully, more people will open up and talk about the things they've seen within success. I hear a lot of people talk about the things they see within failure and stuff like that, and that's great insights. But like, you think when you're successful, everything is just like peaches and cream. And like, I know growing up, I used to be like, yo, he's a rapper. Like, yo, he's a millionaire. Like, why is he sad? Like, why is he depressed? Like, what's going on? And that just goes back into like, the money is like not the best form of happiness. You know what I'm saying? I get happy making money, yes, but it's just like, it's not a lasting high, you know? And it's just like, even in the e-commerce space, because you can make a lot of money really quick. And that's like my last thing too, guys. Make sure you're saving it because you can make a lot of money really quick. Because like from 2020 to 2022, all the money I made from 2020 to 2022, I blew it. I swear, I blew it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't start really like taking life serious until 2023. But from 2020 to 2022, I blew it. But let me know, guys. This is a little bit. I want to keep this one short. It's a little bit different video I normally do. Let me know how you feel about it. Maybe I could do more like this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could do like 30 minutes of free game videos, or like, I don't know. Like, I just want to keep on building on this YouTube for a little while. I'm gonna get back into the tutorial videos for sure. Don't worry about that. But if you haven't and this is your first video watching from me, just go ahead and do your favor and just scroll down and watch them, man.